Have you ever thought of losing your dog to old age or a bad illness? Now, before you get worked up about it, here are some critical signs that your dog is dying. Now remember, the exact length of a dog's life is based on factors like breed, size, and genetics, but knowing some common signs can help you give them the best possible care during this difficult time. If you see your dog being too sleepy, say snoozing more than normal, ignoring their hygiene, or seeking more alone time than before, you might have reason to worry. Just like humans, aging dogs can become weak and burnt out with age. Start by having comfortable resting spots around the house with soft bedding and a quiet space to relax. Gentle grooming can also help maintain their hygiene and comfort, so be sure to brush their coat and clean their ears and teeth. You should also pay attention to their overall well-being and behavior, as being lazy can sometimes be a sign of a more serious health issue. Now, if your dog is showing a lowered appetite, like eating small portions or eating less regularly, or demonstrating a preference for certain foods, it's a sign that their digestive organs are shutting down, which is why they don't just feel the sensation of hunger or thirst like they used to. In fact, some meds can cause your sick dog to lose his sense of smell or taste, making food less fun. Start by giving them smaller meals at the right intervals throughout the day. This can help stimulate their appetite and make eating more manageable for them. You can also get your hands on some high-quality processed food that meets your dog's dietary needs as they age. Now, if you notice that your dog is showing a lack of interest in drinking water, you need to make sure that fresh, clean water is readily available to your dog at all times. Keep their water bowl filled and easily accessible in a spot where they feel comfortable drinking. Avoid forcing your dog to drink water, as this can cause even more stress and discomfort. Instead, try to get them to drink during meal times, or maybe add a splash of low-sodium broth to their water bowl for that extra kick of flavor. Now, you may notice your dog losing weight as they grow old. Whether it's gradual or rapid, weight loss is a natural result of not being able to eat. As they grow old, your dog's metabolism changes, leading to weight fluctuations. The best thing to do here is to get your vet to assess your dog's overall health and carry out any tests needed to figure out the underlying cause. Depending on the diagnosis, your vet may encourage an appetite stimulant or a specific diet for weight management. If your dog is showing signs of social detachment, such as isolating themselves or showing a preference for being alone, it's important to respect their need for some space and quiet time. Some dogs may want to be alone when they are about to die. This could be because their body would attract predators and could be dangerous to the pack. Dogs may also isolate themselves for protection. They know they are weak and not able to protect themselves anymore, which makes them vulnerable to predators. Approach your dog calmly and gently, and avoid forcing them into social interactions if they seem uninterested or withdrawn. Allow them to come to you on their terms, and provide opportunities for positive and low-pressure interactions. Your dog might be experiencing reduced mobility, say finding it hard to get up and move around. It may be due to pain from arthritis or an old injury, or loss of muscle mass causing a decrease in strength. Changes in mobility often start off subtly, with the dog trotting after a ball instead of running, then gradually progress to not being able to jump on furniture or into the car, struggling with stairs, and having trouble getting up after a nap. Lucky for you, there are a few steps you can take to ease your dog's ordeal. Start by ensuring that your home is safe and accessible for your dog. Go for a skid-proof flooring in places they frequently walk to prevent slips and falls. You can also try using rugs or carpets for some extra support. To change their home environment, you might need to help your dog with mobility using slings or harnesses to prop up their weight while walking or getting up from a lying position. Here's another one: incontinence, or in layman's terms, the loss of control over the bladder or bowels, a common sign in senior dogs. This can occur for a variety of reasons that may be completely treatable. For example, urinary incontinence due to a urinary tract infection. If they've got soiled bedding, there are a few things you can do. One approach is to use hygienic pads or waterproof liners placed under your dog to protect bedding and furniture from another messy accidents. These pads absorb moisture and prevent soiling, making cleanup easier and more hygienic. But just remember to regularly change these pads to ensure your dog stays clean. Now, if your dog is showing signs of restlessness and visible discomfort, here's some ways you can help them feel at ease. Did you know canine cognitive dysfunction, or CCD, is a condition in dogs similar to dementia in humans? Early signs of CCD include pacing at night, fussiness, and irritability. As it progresses to the next stage, your dog may seem to get lost in the house and yard, or even fail to recognize who you are. Be super careful when waking a sleeping dog with CCD, as they may nip or snap when disturbed. Start by scanning their environment. Ensure that their bedding is soft and free from any potential irritants. Reposition your dog periodically to prevent the development of bed sores, especially if they have limited mobility or spend long periods just lying down. Offer your dog warmth or cooling as needed to help regulate their body temperature and provide relief from discomfort. Use blankets or heating pads to keep them warm during winters, or to make sure they have access to cool, shaded areas and fresh water during the summer. While paying attention to your dog's body language and vocalizations, as these can provide valuable clues about their needs and preferences. Now, if you notice a change in your dog's gum color, such as pale blue or white gums instead of the usual bubblegum pink, it could be a sign of failing health. While a dry mouth can often be treated easily, a change in gum color is usually a sign of systemic failure and should be addressed right away. A sign of conditions such as anemia, shock, circulatory problems, or other serious medical concerns. In addition to monitoring gum color, if your dog's body temperature drops, it's important to give them warmth, say a light blanket, to help maintain their body temperature. We get it. The idea of losing your little pooch to doggy heaven is no fun. But just like they say in Lion King, it's the circle of life. So in this trying time, instead of making the whole process difficult for yourself and your dog, try to give them the best care to ensure that their passing away is as comfortable as possible. If you want to learn about 12 common mistakes new puppy owners make and how to avoid them, make sure to check out our next video. And before you paw your way out of this one, make sure to hit subscribe so you never miss out.